Welcome back to cyberspace. I'm your host, Leslie Poston, and today we're jumping into the fascinating world of parasocial interactions, focusing particularly on TikTok. We'll explore the psychological dynamics behind parasocial relationships, how they manifest across various social media platforms, and why TikTok, with its unique video-centric approach, intensifies these one-sided bonds that feel surprisingly personal. Parasocial relationships are one-sided interactions where individuals feel a bond with media figures, be it television characters, celebrities, or, increasingly, social media influencers. Unlike traditional relationships, parasocial interactions do not involve actual reciprocity. The term was first introduced by Horton and Wall in 1956, describing a kind of intimacy at a distance. Today, these relationships have evolved with technology and have become a significant aspect of social media engagement. Research, including a study from the Journal of Broadcasting and Electronic Media, shows that parasocial relationships can fulfill emotional or social needs similar to real-life interactions. These can especially be seen in how people follow and interact with influencers, feeling a deep connection to someone they've never met. These relationships are often characterized by frequent personal and one-sided communication from the viewer toward the influencer. Studies have shown how people can form deep emotional bonds with these influencers, relying on them for not just entertainment, but for emotional support and social interaction. This engagement often leads to a strong sense of loyalty and attachment to the content creator, similar to that felt in personal relationships. Recent studies, like those published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, highlight that these connections can provide companionship and a sense of belonging, particularly when people lack these bonds in real life. On platforms like TikTok, the direct-to-camera communication style, frequency of posting, and personal content create a strong illusion of intimacy and accessibility between the creator and the viewer. The psychological appeal of parasocial relationships can be understood through the lens of social exchange theory, which posits that people engage in relationships when the perceived benefits outweigh the costs. In the case of parasocial interactions, the emotional rewards of feeling connected to a media figure are often high while the costs are relatively low, as the relationship doesn't require the same level of investment or vulnerability as a real-life friendship or romantic partnership. Moreover, parasocial relationships can serve as a safe space for individuals to explore their identities and their values. By engaging with media figures who represent different lifestyles, beliefs, or experiences, viewers can vicariously experiment with new ideas and perspectives without the risk of real-world consequences. This aspect of parasocial interactions can be particularly valuable for adolescents and young adults who are still in the process of forming their sense of self. While parasocial interactions occur on various platforms, each medium shapes them differently. On YouTube, for instance, long-form content allows creators to dive into detailed storytelling or shared experiences, fostering a sense of ongoing connection. Twitter, by contrast, offered more sporadic, text-based interactions that may have seemed less personal but could still support a feeling of ongoing conversation due to its real-time nature. Since Twitter has become X, however, that relationship dynamic has changed. Instagram combines visuals with story-driven content, allowing followers to feel part of the daily lives of the influencers they follow. The platform's use of images and videos for storytelling helps create a glossy, idealized window into an influencer's world, which can be highly engaging, yet often leaves out the mundane realities of life, as noted by Marwick in the book Instafame, Luxury Selfies in the Attention Economy. Each platform, with its unique mode of interaction, offers different levels and types of engagement, from the visual intimacy of Instagram to the informational richness of YouTube. This variation affects how users perceive and engage with the content, shaping the nature and intensity of their parasocial relationships. The visual nature of platforms like Instagram and YouTube can heighten the emotional impact of these parasocial interactions. Seeing the facial expressions, the body language, and the personal environments of the media figures you follow creates a sense of familiarity and closeness that text-based platforms might struggle to replicate. This visual intimacy can make the parasocial bond feel more authentic and meaningful to the viewer. Furthermore, the comment sections and direct messaging features on many social media platforms provide an illusion of reciprocity in parasocial relationships. When a media figure responds to a comment or shares a personal anecdote, it can make the viewer feel seen and valued, even if the interaction is ultimately one-sided. This perceived responsiveness can deepen the emotional attachment and loyalty that characterize parasocial bonds. TikTok takes the parasocial interaction to another level. Its short-form video content is designed to be more spontaneous and less polished, which might contribute to a feeling of authenticity and immediacy. TikTok videos often directly address the viewer, breaking the fourth wall and fostering a sense of direct conversation. This format can significantly enhance the feeling of personal connection, making the parasocial interactions on TikTok feel much more intimate and immediate. Unlike YouTube, where content often requires planning and can be highly edited, TikTok's format often encourages on-the-fly content creation. Certainly, TikTok also has curated content such as the dance videos it was first famous for, but largely it has become a spontaneous, live feed content creation platform. This spontaneity can make influencers appear more relatable and approachable, as if they are speaking directly to a friend rather than to an audience. According to a study in Cyberpsychology, Journal of Psychosocial Research on Cyberspace, this can intensify the strength of parasocial relationships, as viewers may perceive these interactions as a genuine glimpse into their creators' lives. And as we have seen in the last 8 months, with the rise of, quote, TikTok influencers such as Motaz or Bisan in Palestine, occasionally you are truly getting a glimpse through TikTok into the social media creators' lives. TikTok's algorithm is adept at curating content that matches the viewer's preferences, creating a feed that feels uniquely tailored to each user. This personalization not only keeps users engaged, but also amplifies the parasocial bond by continuously providing content that resonates on a personal level, as discussed by researchers at the Digital Media Research Center. The platform's design encourages users to respond directly to content through duets or stitches, fostering a sense of dialogue and interaction. This interactive feature of TikTok not only deepens the parasocial relationship, but also blurs the lines between viewer and creator, enhancing the emotional investment of the viewer. TikTok's impact extends beyond simple entertainment. It often serves as a catalyst for personal discovery and change. Users frequently encounter content that resonates with their experiences or exposes them to new perspectives, which can lead to significant personal insights and transformations. For instance, seeing content about mental health issues such as personality disorders or different neurotypes such as autism can prompt individuals to seek a diagnosis or to seek therapy. The rapid pace and immersive nature of TikTok's endless scroll feed can also contribute to the intensity of parasocial relationships on the platform. As users move seamlessly from one video to the next, they may find themselves spending hours engaging with content from their favorite creators, deepening the sense of familiarity and attachment. This prolonged exposure can make the parasocial bond feel more substantial and meaningful than interactions on the other platforms. Additionally, TikTok's emphasis on challenges, trends, and shared experiences creates a sense of community and belonging among users. When a viewer participates in a trend or tries out a piece of advice from a beloved creator, they feel a connection not just to the individual influencer, but to the broader community of people engaging with the same content. This communal aspect can further enhance the emotional significance of the parasocial relationships formed on the platform. A particularly impactful aspect of TikTok is its role in personal transformation and discovery. Many users report discovering significant personal insights, from mental health diagnoses to recognizing aspects of their identity, such as gender or sexual orientation, through content viewed on the platform. For example, users might see a video discussing symptoms of high-functioning autism or sharing personal stories about discovering one's sexuality, which can lead to profound personal revelations and changes. Videos on TikTok often resonate deeply by showcasing relatable experiences or challenges that viewers may not have articulated or understood in their own lives. This resonance can be particularly transformative, encouraging users to seek further information or professional help, leading to significant life changes. The platform has an array of content from experienced professionals and empathetic peers alike, which can provide both initial insights and ongoing support for users exploring new aspects of their identity or their health. Additionally, TikTok has become a hub for spreading awareness about lesser known or misunderstood conditions, like borderline personality disorder or complex PTSD, often neglected in mainstream discussions. Content creators share their personal journeys, coping mechanisms, and provide a sense of community to those who may feel isolated in their struggles. This direct and personal method of communication can demystify symptoms and treatments, making mental health support or health support for unusual conditions much more accessible and less stigmatized. Academic studies, like those from the Journal of Identity and Digital Media, support that TikTok's diverse representation and community support structures enable these discoveries. The platform has become a crucial space for learning about oneself and finding community, particularly for marginalized or underrepresented groups. The immediacy and brevity of TikTok videos, combined with their emotional impact, creates a potent mix that can alter perceptions, encourage acceptance, and foster community among users who share similar experiences or challenges. The transformative potential of TikTok content is enhanced by the platform's unique storytelling capabilities. The use of music, of filters, and creative editing allows creators to convey complex emotions and experiences in a compact, visually engaging format. This creative expression can make the content more memorable and impactful for viewers, increasing the likelihood of personal reflection and change. Looking again at TikTok's duet and stitch features that enable users to directly engage with transformative content by sharing their own reactions, experiences, or advice, we see that the participatory aspect creates this sense of dialogue and support around personal growth and discovery, and makes the process feel less isolating and more collaborative. As users see others going through similar journeys of self-discovery or mental health recovery, they may feel more empowered to pursue their own path of personal transformation and growth. While parasocial relationships are not new, platforms like TikTok have transformed their dynamics by creating environments that feel more personal and immediate. As these digital spaces continue to evolve, understanding these relationships is crucial for comprehending their impact on our social lives and our mental health. It's important for both users and creators to recognize the boundaries and the nature of these relationships. This has been your host, Leslie Poston. Stay tuned for the next installment of Cyberspace, and remember, stay curious.